Name is Lucas Peed. I was taking Public History 305, and the opportunity came up to do archaeology at Mead's Tavern, which we were using as a case study for that class. So it was neat how that fit together.
So how many digs did you participate in?
5.
Okay. Where on the property were the majority of the work you were doing?
It was all behind the tavern. When we started out in October, we were probably about 30 yards behind the house. But by late November, early December, we were at the back of the lot on the perimeter.
What artifacts were you responsible for finding?
Anything and everything that we could dig up. We were looking for things from the tavern period or colonial times.
Describe a few things that you did find during your digs.
We found a lot of pottery dating from the 1700s and 1800s. We also found part of a rifle, a few pieces of flint, a lot of nails from the tavern period as well as modern day. We found pieces of bones from like chickens and pigs. And then mixed in with all the older artifacts, we also found newer things, including a sock from the 80s probably.
How were these artifacts collected? What was the process for collecting them?
We'd lay out a plot on the lot, and so about every 10 yards we would dig a test unit, which was 2 by 2 feet. And then we would just slowly dig down into the dirt, making sure that we didn't disturb any other layers or get any other artifacts from other areas in the hole. And then we would just put the dirt in sifters, sift through those, and find the artifacts after the dirt had been sifted out.
What was done with the artifacts once you dug them out of the ground?
They were collected and tagged, put in little bags, and taken to the labs of Hurt and Profit for further cleaning up and studying.
Okay. Did you learn anything about the building, the actual structure, or any of the other structures on the property during your experience there?
Yeah, the artifact showed us what most likely went on in the building. Just like the different types of bone that we found showed that there were probably pigs on the menu, pork. It showed the type of pottery in the tavern. And we also found features like remnants of buildings, foundations, parts of foundations, or either a pile of nails indicated there was probably a building standing there at one point and it got burned down. So just basic layout of the land.
All right, so you mentioned features. Now how do you distinguish a feature in a hole in the ground?
When you're digging down, you keep a constant look on the color of the soil, and so when you see something different, it might be dark brown in one section and lighter in another, you just dig a little bit further and then see if there's continuity to that. And if there is, it's probably something man-made and out of the ordinary, so you just record that and see what it is.
How was this experience valuable to you?
This was a really good experience, something that not a lot of people get an opportunity to do, so it'll look really good on a resume.
Out of what you did personally, like the things that you found, what was the most interesting thing that you found?
Most interesting thing I found. There was the bottom of a teacup. It was just a really weird shape, and so we weren't sure what it was just because it had so many different ridges on it. But after looking at it a little bit closer and talking to the actual archaeologists, they were able to figure out that it was an early 1800s teacup.
Would you recommend participating in an archaeological dig to other students?
Definitely. It was a great experience.